Finally, it's weekend tomorrow. What shall we do? I just remembered. Mina is having her birthday party tomorrow. Shall we go there together?
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. I'm excited about the party.
How about you?
I prefer being at home, watching my Netflix.
I see.
That's a good idea too. Because I'm an ambivert. I enjoy both.
You're an ambivert? That's cool. I am an extrovert.
I'm an introvert.
Hi, I am Hamiza and I am an extrovert.
Hi, I'm Dalilati and I am an introvert.
Hi, I am Siti and I'm an ambivert. And we're going to talk about
Personalities.
First off, we are going to watch how Hamiza explained herself being an extrovert.
Hi, I'm Hamiza and welcome to my blog. So, what about me that makes me an extrovert? First of all, I really enjoy social settings. I have a very active dopamine reward system in my brain, which means I get very easily energized and stimulated by social situations, which explains a lot why I really like going to parties and even being the life of the party. Here are some of the pictures I took with my friends during our high school farewell party. Next, I also known to have a very large social circle, which means I have a large group of friends and also known to be the center of attention or even lead in a group of friends. Here are some of the pictures I took with some of my friends throughout my high school years and up till now, which is a lot. Next, I also known to be very expressive and transparent with my emotion, which means I would be hesitant to tell my friend that I am having a bad day or a good day at that given time. Next, I also know to have a very bright and positive personality, which might explain why extroverts like me are really active, talkative, energetic, friendly, and confident. Next, extroverts like me are also known to be quite a risk taker. Even for me, I will hesitate to take on challenges in my life such as trying out an extreme sport or other challenges head on. And also, that means if I were to have a conflict with my friend, I would rather solve it by doing a face-to-face discussion. Well, there's actually other ways for you to describe an extrovert, which I will further explain in my next slide presentation. So, let's go! Do you know that you can actually divide extrovert into 4 different types? The first type of extrovert that I would like to explain about is extroverted senses. This kind of extroverts get stimulated by their 5 senses, which is touch, sight, hearing, taste, and smell. This kind of extroverts gets energized from doing things such as looking for a new view or maybe listening to a new song. Next, we have extroverted feelers, the most stereotypical type of extrovert that gains energy from interacting with people. Extroverted intuitive are also extroverts that gains energy from talking, but they rarely discuss on academic things and likes to get involved in discussion and debates and go for forums and talk. Lastly, we have extroverted thinkers, a goal-oriented extrovert that does things other extroverts would typically do, but with a more specific goal such as going to party to socialize in order to expand their business partners. Careers that suits extroverts are basically any type of job that involves humans interaction, which includes, but not limited to, being a politician, jobs in the marketing sector, or being an educator or even a healthcare worker. There are also a lot of amazingly successful famous persons that are known to have extroverted personality, some of them being philosophers such as Aristotle and Leonardo da Vinci, world leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, athlete Muhammad Ali, tech innovator Steve Jobs, and also celebrities such as Oprah Winfrey and Johnny Depp. I wonder what it's like to be an introvert. Maybe Dalilati can help to explain more about her personality.
Hello guys, today I'm I'm going to make a vlog to show you guys how actually introvert life is going. As an introvert, I usually appreciate my precious me time a lot compared to go to any parties and have fun with many people. I enjoy activities that perform alone, such as reading, playing games, listening to music, and watching movies like what am I doing now. This is better for me. Even so, that doesn't mean that I do not enjoy party and live a dull and boring life. I do enjoy party, but I need a long time of me time after going to any party because I need to recharge myself. I feel socially drained after being in crowd. People may see me as someone who has only few friends because I'm shy, quiet, antisocial, or even don't have the ability to make more friends. But actually, I have many friends. I just don't get attached to them. I only have small circles or very close friends because I can share everything with them. I can ask for an advice or share them my secrets because I feel safe to do like that. Even though I share my problem with many people, I don't think that they will help me. So I usually stick with them because they will not judge me. And the last one is introspective and curious. I always have thought in my mind before I put a plan of action. That's why before I did something, I will take a long time before I decide to do it or not. So, as introvert is very large spectrum, there is 4 subtypes of introvert that I will show to you guys after this.
Based on the main characteristic that I have mentioned before, there is 4 types of introvert. The first one is social introvert, that is also known as the classic introvert. They like small group and quiet setting over crowd. Next, thinking introvert. They spend a lot of time in their thought and tend to have creative imagination. And anxious introvert. They seek alone time not because they like it, but they often feel awkward around people. And the last one is the restrained introvert. They think before they act. They are unlikely to make decisions on a whim. Now, I will introduce you to the career that suits introverts such as data analyst, IT consultant, scientist, travel photographer, web designer, technical writer, librarian, and many more. And the most amazingly successful introverts such as Albert Einstein, J.K. Rowling, Abraham Lincoln, Bill Gates, Mahatma Gandhi, and Elon Musk. However, I never heard of ambivert personality. Let's listen to Siti's explanation on her unique personality.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Have you ever been in a situation when someone asks you, are you an ambivert or extrovert, and you find yourself struggle to pick between these two labels? Then that's a good sign that you might be an ambivert, just like me. So, what are the signs that show you might be an ambivert? First one, neither extrovert nor introvert feels accurate to describe your personality. For example, you might have introvert qualities like you are a good listener and you like spending time alone, but at the same time, you also like to spend time with other people and you have great social skills like extrovert. Second one, we need our me time just as much as our social time. We get energized both by being around other people and by spending time alone. Third, we prefer a good balance of solo and group work. Ambiverts are all about balance. We know how to do work solo and we're just fine if we have to do work with other people. Fourth one, too much time with other people and too much time spending time alone can feel draining. We might find ourselves get too excited in a party, then after a few hours we just want to go home. Next, ambivert appreciate those good deep conversation but also value comfortable silence. Small talk doesn't seem to bother us much, though we also love deep, good conversation with our loved ones. And lastly, ambivert have a huge network of friends, but we also have a handful of close friends that we are intimate with. Okay, next I'm going to elaborate more about strength of being an ambivert and the top career that suits ambivert the most. But before that, do you know ambiverts are said to be only 20% of the population or less? This is due to even if someone is near the middle of spectrum between introversion and extroversion, most people lean one way or another. So, what are the strengths of being an ambivert? First, we are more emotionally stable. We offer a good balance of emotion between extroverts and introverts. Next, we are intuitive. We know when to speak up and when to shut up, when to inspect and when to respond. And lastly, we are more influential. In grand sale experiment, ambiverts achieve greater sales productivity compared to extrovert and introvert. Next, top career fields for ambiverts. First one, sales position. Ambiverts know when to talk and how to attract more customers. Second one, mediation or negotiation. Ambiverts listen carefully to both sides, but also guide and shape the conversation. And lastly, management. Ambivert listen to different points of view and willing to take the lead when necessary. Now, I will continue to talk about the factors affecting our personalities. First one, heredity. These refer to the influences on your personality that you are born with. They are in your genes and there's not much you can do to change these traits. Second one, environment. Our environment is the nurturing aspect of our lives. It is a type of environment in which we live and grow up. Environment would include home, school, work, or other places that you spend a lot of time. Lastly, situations. These are the experiences that each individual person goes through. The various things that people experience will leave imprints on and help to develop his or her personality. Everything from divorce, death, trauma, and even happy times fit into the situations category of shaping one's personality. Next, I would like to call Dalilati to explain more about the benefits of knowing our personality.
So, why do you think that we should learn about personality? First of all, know our preferences. As a human, we all have our own psychological type preferences. Operating within these preferences typically allow us to be most efficient and our most comfortable selves. Conversely, operating outside these limits requires more time and energy. Number two, find the right career. Your personality type plays a big role in whether you're suited for a particular career, how well you perform your daily responsibilities, and even your overall satisfaction. And lastly, appreciate diversity. Recognizing how your personality differs from others' type can give you a great appreciation for diversity and what it adds to your work environment and surrounding. Differences in personality is indeed one of the way of seeing the diversity of the human race, but thus extroversion, introversion, and ambivert personality types are really a definite tool that can be used to group human beings. Let's get back to Hamiza to conclude our discussion on personality types.
Before I conclude our discussion on the types of personality, I am sure some of you have wondered if you can really change your personality, or is it possible for your personality to naturally change over time? First off, you need to understand that personalities is a broad spectrum. No one is purely an extrovert or an introvert or an ambivert. Life would be so boring if someone has to be talking a lot all the time to show that they are an extrovert. The same way, someone does not have to be shy and quiet and hates conversation to show that they are an introvert. Or someone that is an ambivert does not have to present a perfect balance between extroversion and introversion to show that they are an ambivert. You are still your personality types even if you don't always represent the stereotypical characteristic of your personality types. However, based on US father of psychology, Dr. William James, there's actually a chance for your personality to change before you reach 30 years old. This is because along that period of time, there will be usually a lot of drastic changes in life, such as transition from school life to work life, that may change your personality type. But in the end, these terms of extroverts, introverts, and ambiverts are merely just scientific terms used by the scientific community to help to group humans according to their behavior, to help with their research on how humans work. Just like other personality types that you may know, such as type A, type B personality types, or even the MBTI personality types, they are mainly just tools for us to use to understand ourselves better and explain ourselves better to others. It is never a definite pinpoint to explain our behavior as a whole or even your being as a whole. Are full of varieties, and the mixture of this variant in us in the form of personalities and behavior are what makes life much more colorful. Isn't that right, guys? Yes! And with this, we conclude our discussion on the personality type. Thank you for watching and see you later. Bye!
Meanwhile,
But don't we have an English test on Monday?
Oh my god! I forgot.
So we have to study.
No party, no Netflix.
So what shall we do?
Let's study at your house tomorrow.
Okay, that's a good idea too.